Hello, everyone. I'm Paul Laney, the retired sheriff from Cass County, North Dakota, and you are listening to Jail Talk. And you'll probably notice that I didn't say Vice President of National Sales for Turnkey Corrections. This is a very, very bittersweet day for me. This is my last Jail Talk. I've made some decisions in my professional and personal life, and I'm going to be taking some other opportunities out there, and going to be done here with Turnkey actually right after this show. And so all for good things, all for I'm in a great place. Turnkey's a great company. I'll swear by them. I'll stand by them, and I'll go to bat for them any single time. I just had some neat opportunities, and both, like I said, on a professional front, and I'm going to be going to work for an architecture firm out of Indiana. I grew up in the trades as a young man. I spent a lot of time on building sites, and I got the twilight of my career. I get to work with a group of architects and some fellow sheriffs as we design jails and public safety buildings and courthouses and that such. So kind of a different walk in life. It is bittersweet. I love the people here. I'm very much going to miss the people here at Turnkey, but had to seize that opportunity, and I'm very excited to go to work for Elevatus Architecture. The other neat opportunity that I have, and a big reason that I decided to leave, is this lady sitting right beside me. This is my business partner, Mary Phillippi. Welcome, Mary.
Thanks, Paul.
So Mary and I have started a company, and we actually just finished up some leadership training here at Turnkey for the leadership staff here. And Katie Maelstrom, our director and producer, who you all know from behind the scenes that makes all this happen every day, said, I would really like you to go on and tell your audience, one, why you're leaving, and two, what's this opportunity? And you got a chance to spend time with me and Mary all day today. We had an 8-hour course today, and it went very, very well. So we agreed to do that, and we agreed to talk a little bit about it. We have a company called PDL Connect Consulting, and we do a number of different things, but kind of our bread and butter, I would say, is leadership development training.
Absolutely.
So, thanks for coming on the show, Mary. What, as we go down this road, this path of leadership development, can you just tell our audience, before we start, a little bit about you and who you are and why we do what we do? And, you kind of have a really cool, unique job in your real life besides working with me in our company.
I do. I am the director at the Red River Regional Dispatch Center. That's the dispatch center, the 911 center in Fargo, North Dakota. However, we're not just Fargo. We are a consolidated dispatch center, and we cross state lines. We are in Clay County, Minnesota, and Cass County, North Dakota, which encompasses Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo, and all the surrounding areas. So we have a consolidated center. We serve about 250,000 people and 50 employees when we're at full staff.
And you dispatch for how many agencies?
57 agencies.
57 agencies. So they're a busy center. I had the privilege of working and knowing that center. Obviously, the telecommunicators there brought me home safe for 30 years when I was a law enforcement officer. Mary started in the business in 1988. I started in the business in 1989. I love to tease her and call her my elder, but it doesn't work very well because I'm actually older than her. But I try. It doesn't work very well, but I try. But we have known each other for years, and as we were coming up the supervisory ranks, again, we're a consolidated area. So we knew each other professionally. We became friends over the years. We watched each other come up through the ranks. At one point, when I was the sheriff, I was on the board of authority. I was actually on the hiring committee for Mary when she became the director. And as I like to tell her, all you've done to us since then is prove us right. So obviously, it was really fun to be part of that. And now we decided last year to go on a little bit of a business venture. We had some opportunities where we had come together for some leadership training, and we realized we really click well together in the instructor environment. We've known each other forever, so we are very comfortable around each other. We don't have any problem teasing each other, having a little fun while we're doing it. At the same time, we're both fanatically serious about leadership development and forming young minds. And I think you're having a lot of fun doing this, aren't you?
I'm having more fun than I thought. Yeah. I'm really enjoying it.
What's your favorite part about it? Like when we go into these environments, and we've been fairly busy doing this, what's your favorite part about leadership development? And we do it both in the corporate world and then in the public safety world. We'll take it wherever. What's your favorite part about it?
I think my favorite part is the afternoon when we do the 8-hour session on the leadership. We spend the morning doing knowledge, information, giving people skills. And then in the afternoon, we put it to work by doing scenarios. And that's really when you can see people shine. And I love that.
I would have to agree with you. It's kind of neat because we spend all morning laying that leadership foundation. We help them find their leadership style, and then we help them, how do you apply, now that you know what kind of a leader you are, how do you apply that back into the workplace? What are some tools that we can give you to communicate both to your supervisees? And Dr. Kimberly Miller, you'll be very proud of us because we use the term supervisee, thanks to you. And, how do we communicate that supervisees? But just as importantly, how do we communicate up to management and to other leaders? And we give them a number of tools how to do that. We talk about conflict resolution, and we talk about accountability. We talk about all of that. And then you're right, in the afternoon, we bring in live scenarios. It takes people totally out of their comfort zone. But you have a line that you use that we must have said 15 times today. What's your favorite line with that?
Comfort and growth do not coexist. So we get people out of their comfort zone, and it's all for growth.
It is. And we throw a lot of different scenarios at them. We break them into different groups. We take the experience level of the individuals in the class. We custom write every class for the client that brings us in. So we sit down with whoever, whether it's the president of the company in this case, or the sheriff, or the chief, or the dispatch director, or whoever it is that's going to bring us in. And we sit down and say, what is your goals for this? What is it you want to do? We try not to just have a canned generic course. We want to come into your environment, and we want to give you a quality day that was designed for your agency. And we've been able to do that pretty well. A lot of work on our end of it, but I think it's a labor of love for both of us. And we got to have like days like today where we got to see it come to fruition, and we see these people like scared to death about doing these scenarios, and they're talking about it, and then they get in there, and then they're rock stars. They like turn it on, and they get in there, and they start doing things. And we've had times past, we've had role players. Usually our role player, our actress is Mary. You're getting really good at that. You're like getting scary good at that.
That's not my comfort zone. I am not an actress, but comfort and growth don't coexist.
I guess we got to practice. Yeah, we got to practice what we preach, right? So it's been really, really fun. And we were really honored that Katie asked us to not only give me a chance to say goodbye to all of our listeners. It's been an absolute privilege doing Jail Talk. But when she said, kind of tell people what you and Mary are doing, we're very honored that she asked us to do that, because we're very excited about what we're doing. And we're actually in a situation where we're more like trying to put the reins, because we both have full-time jobs. And yeah, we just have such a passion for this. We really have a hard time saying no when people want us to come in. And so if you're ever interested in bringing us in, like I said, we custom design every class for your agency. We have a lot of discussions behind the scenes before we even walk in the door. We get a good feel for whoever's going to be in there, and then we go in and we try to bring you a product and a class that when we walk out the door at the end of the day, you go, that was worth every penny we spent, and we can't wait to bring them back. And I think we've done, again, when you're passionate about something, it's easy to go do it.
It absolutely is. I'm loving this. I'm loving seeing how people are flourishing.
It is. People used to ask me, and I've said this 1,000 times. I said it today during the class. I was blessed to have a pretty high-profile sheriff's career. Obviously, you knew me through that whole entire career, and I received a lot of awards. And and people are like, "So, what was the most important thing you did? Like, what award did you like the most?" I'm like, my most significant satisfaction didn't come from any of them. I mean, yeah, what an honor to be the National Sheriff of the Year for the country. What an honor to get the Lone Eagle Award in North Dakota. What an honor to get the President's Award. That's all a great honor. But my biggest, most fulfilling accomplishment was my leadership team that I left behind. When I retired and I looked at those men and women, I'm like, you know what, Paul, you did it right. And now we get to take that passion for that, and we get to bring it to agencies like you, and we get to help mold and develop and grow your, not only just your brand new supervisors or potential supervisors, even your senior command team. We kind of try to resonate and speak to everybody that's in the room, and we adjust the class for that. So we've had a lot of fun. It's been good, and we look forward to keep on doing it. So
right. It truly is the only legacy that you can leave is the people that you leave behind. So making them better, that's the only legacy that you can truly leave. That's an absolute awesome point, and I think maybe our final point, because that's our goal with this, and we try to encourage that and develop that. If you're ever interested in bringing us in, you reach out straight to the Jail Talk crew, or you'll see at the bottom of the screen both of our emails for our business. Feel free to reach out to us. We will definitely get back to you, and we'd be more than happy to come in and do our thing for you and your agency. So I just want to say again, thank you to Katie, producer director of Jail Talk,
Talk and to the Turnkey Management Leadership. You made this a home for me for 4.5 years. I am not leaving because of any discontent. I'm just leaving because of opportunity and the things that we want to do. And sometimes you got to make those decisions, and I made it here. But I will always be so thankful for Turnkey. It gave me my first life outside of law enforcement after wearing a badge for 30 years and serving my country prior to that, and I will always be grateful and thankful to them for that. I'll always be thankful to the listeners of Jail Talk, all of you who gave me feedback, would stop me at shows, give me ideas for shows. It was much appreciative, and I'm very, very proud to tell you Jail Talk's not going away, just me. And maybe you're tired of this mug anyway. Maybe you're like, thank God we're finally getting somebody new. But as you noticed, Andrew Abney Bratz, one of the sales personnel here at Turnkey Corrections and a retired jail administrator, so he knows what he's talking about, is going to take over the show. He did such a great job when he filled in for me last episode that the decision's been made to turn the show over to him. And I have no doubt that Andy is going to bring you some very, very pertinent information. Jail Talk is about the life of the jail, the development of staff, everything that we can do to bring a quality message to the jail and to sheriff's offices around the country. So thank you for letting me come into your lives periodically. Thank you so much for all your hospitality, all the years I got to see you. You'll still see me around the conferences. I'll just be wearing a different shirt. And then you'll probably see us because we're also going to be doing a lot more speaking and engagement at a number of these conferences coming up. And we even have a booth that we do now. So again, thank you very much, Mary. Thanks for sticking around after the class and going on the air with me and saying hello to the Jail Talk listening audience and giving a chance to talk a little bit about what we do. I think we have a pretty cool adventure ahead of us.
Absolutely. Thanks, Paul.
All right. And Katie, I know you're right behind that camera right there. Thank you for all your graciousness and for allowing me to do this for all these years. God bless you all. Stay safe.